I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but here in the depths of the Hampshire countryside, it doesn't take much of this to turn the roads into this. It's enough to make you want to change your car for something a little more capable. Perhaps one of these, the Mitsubishi ASX. Based on the same platform as the Lancer Evolution, the ASX combines good road manners with increased ground clearance and a proper four-wheel drive system. The ASX borrows a few of the Evo styling cues too, with nicely aggressive headlights, a gaping front grille and a modest roof spoiler. The ASX range has been revised for 2014 with a few extra goodies, a new 2.2 litre diesel engine mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox, as on our test car, and a useful drop in price by as much as £2,400 on some models. The interior continues a sporty theme with well-bolstered seats, cowled instruments and a thick-rimmed steering wheel with a good range of adjustment. The cabin itself is light and airy, particularly on top-spec models that boast a panoramic glass roof with electric sunshade and LED ambient lighting. The new transmission can be controlled either by moving the gear lever across and nudging it back and forth, or by using the steering column mounted paddles. These work well, and with the lever in drive, the system will return to automatic mode if left to its own devices, or if the right-hand paddle is held for 2 seconds. The four-wheel drive system is incredibly simple to operate, using just a single button next to the gear lever to allow you to switch between two-wheel drive mode for economy, four-wheel drive auto, which automatically directs torque as necessary with up to 50% of it going to the rear, and four-wheel drive lock, which provides greater traction on slippery surfaces. Top-spec models also feature a Kenwood Infotainment system that we're not especially fans of, but it also includes a reversing camera that, unusually, can pipe images to the navigation screen even when driving along. It also provides full phone and iPod connectivity via Bluetooth or through a cable stored in the central armrest. Rear seat passengers haven't been forgotten, with 3 full seat belts, a decent amount of legroom, and perfectly adequate headroom despite the sloping roofline. In the boot, there's 442 litres of storage space, with a further 26 litres in the compartment under the floor. This can be increased to 1,193 litres by folding the rear seats, but to do so you'll first need to unclip the rather fiddly seat belts. The seat backs themselves drop with the press of a button that's accessible from both the boot and from the side, and with the seats folded you're left with a largely flat load floor complete with various tie-downs. However, there's nowhere to store the parcel shelf once removed, so you will either have to leave it behind or balance it on top. A retractable load cover would work much better here. 3 engines are available, a 1.6 litre petrol, a 1.8 litre diesel, and this, the new 2.2 litre diesel, with 148 brake horsepower and 360 Nm of torque. On paper, it's capable of 0 to 62 miles an hour in 10.8 seconds, while returning 48.7 mpg with CO2 emissions of 153 grams per kilometre. On the road, it feels quicker than its figures suggest, the automatic gearbox responding well to kickdown requests, and the paddles are effective, making it easy to execute a downshift or two, perhaps in preparation for an overtake. The box does suffer from a little initial lethargy though, and this can catch you out if you're trying to take advantage of a gap in traffic. Still, on the rare occasion that the roads are dry, the ASX is surprisingly nimble, with only very progressive body roll despite its well-cushioned ride. Much of this agility comes from Mitsubishi's efforts to reduce weight, and this has been achieved by using thinner sheet metal, such as for the bonnet where it saves 2.5 kilograms, and the use of plastic for the front wings. Of course, the incidental benefit of this weight loss program is increased efficiency, and during our time with a 2.2 litre model, we averaged a figure around the 41 mpg mark, and that's despite the less than fabulous weather conditions. The Mitsubishi ASX offers an interesting take on the compact crossover. It's good to drive with easygoing road manners that will make those trading up from a regular hatchback feel immediately at ease. But it goes on to add a commanding driving position and, in the ASX4, a well-proven four-wheel drive system that makes the ASX a real all-weather proposition. Given the Great British Weather's habit for offering us all 4 seasons in just one day, it might just be exactly what's needed.